Do you guys like World War II? Do you enjoy women? Do you perhaps like anime? Well, this game might tickle your fancy. Oh, what's the game about? It's about ship girls, random historic ships that are anthropomorphized into cute girls. Only girls, no guys, because obviously we all know the expression all ships are women. I think we all know that. How is this done? Using the power of azure colored boxes. End up fighting the evil sirens who threaten this world. There are factions in this game. What are they? Literal Nazis. The best faction. Don't fight me. I'm right. Your average Victorian mate. The two French factions. The Italian faction. The Chinese faction. The Japanese faction. They started the war by bombing an undisclosed Eagle Union base. The Russian faction, which just so happened to have an event the same day that Ukraine got invaded. Based. And the only faction that matters, the strongest faction, proven in the game, the Eagle Union, aka America. Now even more American. But who are the Sirens? The Sirens, who are so well explained in the game that it took me several events to figure out that they are in fact not terrorists, but are actually aliens from different dimensions. And they are in fact all autistic who wish to ascend to become like the creator. But they do this by simply using their mega autism to make everyone stronger so that they can get stronger by fighting them. But they forgot one key detail. The Dorm exists, a super weapon that allows ship girls to train like never before by doing nothing. But what all girls do, eat hot, chip, and alive. This will allow you to breeze through most of the game without knowing what you're doing. Other very cool and very fun things happen, but most of the game is so hard to figure out what is happening because most of it is not interesting stuff in the slightest, unless you're playing the events, which are actually quite fun. Sometimes they range from super boring slice of life anime bullcrap that no one cares about to actually very interesting interdimensional conflicts between the Sirens, another faction which is the other factions put together, but in the future of worlds that the Sirens took over, and they're like the survivors, and they went through some sort of metamorphosis and are now super powerful, and every faction is trying to vie for their friendship. Those events are very funny. But where do you fit in? You are the commander, a random person from undisclosed origins, because writing an interesting protagonist is hard and doesn't allow you to self-insert into your harem dream. Now, what you were all waiting for, the girls, which are obtained through the gacha, which in most games means that you will never get the character you want unless you've done 10 grand. But in Azur Lane, it's pretty easy to get most ships every event using the free pulls you get daily. There are a good amount of ships, and I can't go through all of them because I don't want to. I'll go over my favorites and my least favorite. Rika, Taradata, and California are best girls. Don't fight me. You can't. I'll win. Worst girl is Bach. Her smug aura mocks me, and I want to see her get hit by a truck. PvP in this game. It exists. It's not like other games because the only skill is stealing your mom's credit card. This is because it's all about the girls that are in your fleet, such as the one that has screwed so many players that Bad Dragon made a line of dildos based on her. She is New Jersey, a ship girl who I'm convinced that if you use without the bunny girl outfit, you get paid by your girlfriend. To be honest, I don't really know the meta of this game, but that doesn't really matter because all you need to succeed is to level a fleet of ship girls to 125 and to get at least 10 plus on all equipment, and with that you should be able to get at least 80 merit per victory. What is merit? It is a currency that is used to buy blood sacrifices to enhance your ships, though it's not the only currency that does this. There are also medals and a bunch of other stuff that doesn't really matter because it's barely used. Now time to get into the boring stuff. The campaign. The main campaign. It lasts 3 stages. And it is very short. I don't even remember it because of how boring it was. But it follows the path of Pearl Harbor to Midway, and then it ends. It doesn't show anything left of the war. Yeah, you may fight a bunch of people after that, because it goes all the way to 14 stages. But none of it matters because it's all so boring with nothing pushing you further but the ever elusive idea that challenge may actually exist in this game. There's also Operation Siren, which changes the game up to be more resource reliant. You have to balance your resources. I don't really care too much about it because it's different from like the main story. It doesn't really, it's not really more fun. It doesn't really matter because the events is where the fun happens. The best story is in events. The coolest characters come out during events. Characters don't come out not during events anyways. They're always released during some sort of event that introduces them and gives them a slight story. This little story quest that you do. It's fun. Sometimes the quests are deleted. Sometimes they're brought back and so you can grind them using a certain currency that you can do. Music. I never listen to this game's music. I always have the sound turned off because it's a mobile game, and I'm not gonna annoy some random person by playing music while doing this game. So this game is absolutely terrible. I highly recommend it. So have fun.